Hey Knowledge family, how everybody doing today? Y'all already know I was coming out when I heard this. Y'all already know. When y'all saw the title, I know y'all said, oh, we already know NJ finna say something about this. I already know y'all know. But anyway, I know, and if you don't know, it's been trending about Fat Joe, who said something disrespectful to two black women while they was doing the verses. Okay, this was doing the verses. He said something very disrespectful to two black women. Now the verses was between Fat Joe and Ja Rule. Okay, now as they on stage and you know they talking and all that, Fat Joe had a disrespectful comment that he made to about these ladies here, and the ladies were backstage somewhere, something they really didn't hear it and really didn't know. But when Fat Joe made the comment, everybody started getting on their Twitters and everybody started tweeting and everybody started talking and everybody started calling and all that. So we're gonna get into how that fell out. So like I said, you know, we always talk about this Knowledge family about how some black men, not all, is where y'all at. Where y'all at? When it come to Lil Nas X or something that's going on and they want us to speak up for them, where y'all at? Well, boy, they came out hard and wrecking numbers on the internet, breaking the internet, trending the internet about this comment that Fat Joe made, okay? So now, I'm going to let y'all listen to the comment right quick. Let's go ahead on and kick this off. I'm going to let y'all listen to the comment. This is the comment that Fat Joe made during the verses. And then we going to talk about this. Okay? Okay. Okay, so y'all heard that, and if y'all couldn't quite hear it closely, they was on the stage and they was talking, and Ja Rule told him, "Oh, you bought." Ja Rule told Fat Joe, said, "You bought your girl or whatever, Remy Ma, which is his friend, not really his girlfriend, and like that. It's his homegirl, Fat Joe homegirl." So then he said, "Oh, well, you got those dusty bitches in the back. You got to go to the crack house to find them bitches." Okay? So now, that flew over the internet. And the black women came out. And other women came out in general. And you had some black men that was, you know, speaking up about this matter. But the majority of the women came out hard. And I already had said that when you talk about black women, they're going to come out in record numbers. If you throwing disrespect to the black woman, you're going to feel that heat. Okay? Now, let me read y'all this. Y'all know I had to put on my glasses for this. But when Fat Joe made that comment, right, he issued an apology because that internet was hitting hard on Fat Joe. Okay, so he came out with an apology. Okay, and this is what he said. Shout out to the ladies. Very sorry if I disrespected. I love Vita and Little Mo. I'm super sorry. Love my sisters. Okay, so now he still danced around it to me, y'all, but that was his apology. Okay, and the two ladies that he was talking about was a lady named Vita, and Little Mo. Okay, so if you don't know who they are, you know they industry music people too. And Lil Mo did a song with Ja Rule back in the day, you know. So those were the two women that Fat Joe was talking about. Okay, so now, like I said, he still danced around that apology, because if you notice, he says shout out to the ladies, very sorry. Okay, now he didn't. Those ladies that he disrespected was black women. They wasn't Hispanic women. They wasn't Asian women. They wasn't Chinese women. They wasn't white women. They was black women. Okay? So I feel like he still should have said, shout out to the black ladies that I disrespected. I'm so sorry. Then say, I have love for my sisters, okay? But he still danced around it, because his sisters can mean Hispanic sisters, okay? His sisters can mean Asian sisters. You see what I'm saying? But those was two black women that he disrespected right there on that Versus stage. And y'all know Versus has a very big platform. Rather, it is national, it's international, and national platform that everybody is looking at and everybody is seeing. And to say that about two black women that's backstage don't even know what the hell is going on, and to refer to them as crackheads or dusty ass bitches, okay, is a hell of a no-no. Okay, that's just point blank period. Okay, now he issued that apology, and then Little Mo, one of the ladies, she said, I need everyone to tell at Fat Joe he owes a genuine apology. I don't live in a crack house. I'm not a bitch, nor am I dusty. Street code, women and children is off limits. Hashtag disappointed. Okay? That's what Little Mo put down there. Okay? And then Fat Joe came back again and issued another apology. Okay? He says, I'm super sorry. I love you and Vita. I said sorry to your face before I left the building, and to Vita. I was caught in the moment, and I'm super sorry. God bless. Okay? Now, they did say Vita, and then they did say that he did issue them an apology before he left the building, but because they was backstage, they didn't even know why he was apologizing. It wasn't until after everything was over with, they realized, oh no, you know, like you said that, like, because you have to think about it, sometimes when you're backstage or wherever you are, you're outside of the building or whatever, you really can't hear what's going on until it's time for you to come up on stage. You know, you probably can hear a whole lot of hollering, but you really don't really know what's going on, because you're getting ready and you're getting dressed and you're doing this and you're doing that, so you really don't, sometimes, you know, you really can't hear. Because I've been in that situation before. Sometimes you just really can't hear. Because when I've had to go on stage and perform, when I was doing little things, or even when I'm getting ready to do some type of seminar or something, and somebody else is on stage, but when I'm back there, I'm doing so much that I can't even hear what that person is saying. Until later, after the event is over, then somebody will say, hey, you heard this, or this was somebody said about you, okay? So now, that was what Fat Joe had said, okay? So they did say that he gave them an apology when they didn't know what he was apologizing for. It was later that they found out, huh? Oh, for real? It's like that? And that's when Little Mo made that statement that she made, okay? Because she even, I was looking at her on TMZ little clip, and she even said that she didn't even know what was going on out there because she was in the back. She has a 19-year-old daughter that called or either texted her and told her, hey, he going a little bit too far. And then she said she was replying to her daughter, oh no, that's just how the verses is. She didn't know that was said about her. She thinking that probably the cursing or they going at it real hard or whatever. She said she did not know that that's what her daughter was talking about. Okay? So, now, Fat Joe has a homegirl, we said Remy Ma earlier, right? So she replied to Little Mo statement, what Little Mo said. And Remy Ma said, stop it, Mo. You know damn well Joe ain't on it like that. No need for your followers to tell him anything. Okay? So that was Remy Ma, who is Fat Joe's good friend or, homegirl or whatever, who spoke up for Fat Joe. Okay? So then Little Mo came back and told Remy Ma, said, this is what Little Mo said to Remy Ma. She said, at Remy Ma, who is you to tell me how to feel? Mind your business. FOH 100 street code. Okay? So that's what Lil Mo replied to Remy Ma. Okay? I got to give Lil Mo a hand. Because that is exactly right. That it wasn't any of Remy Ma business for real. Not with that right there. And if you're going to speak up for something like that, and you probably knowing deep down inside that was wrong, regardless of, he ain't on that like that, he didn't mean it like that, regardless, it's still disrespectful. And you got to own that, because when you're on a national stage, international stage, and you call two women who's getting ready to come out and perform, you call them two women, you done already set the atmosphere, you done already set the stage, you done already set all the viewers to where these ladies come out that they are viewed as crackheads and they are viewed as dusty bitches. And they haven't even stepped on the stage yet to perform. That's slow down. That's slow down. And we already said that we're not going for that disrespect. We're not going for it. So now, Fat Joe is 51 years old and still don't have the respect for black women at 51 years old. And I can't say any woman, but from what I've seen is black women. Okay? Now, he's 51 years old. I got him by a couple of years. I'm older than him. But what I'm saying is the older you get, the more smarter are you supposed to be growing and learning that certain things are just not acceptable. And you have to set a stage and a standards for the next generation that this is not acceptable. Regardless of what we did 20 years ago, 30 years ago, or whatever, it's not respectable to disrespect any woman on national stage, international stage, and call them a crackhead and a dusty bitch. Oh, hell no. So now I don't know at what point that Fat Joe felt like that was necessary to do. I don't, and you heard him on there with his thing. He said he was in the moment and said that we don't give a damn what type of moment any man is in. Disrespecting any woman is off limits in public. Now, we don't know what some black men do behind closed doors or what this type of man here do behind closed doors, how he talks to his family or whatever. But in public, that is no longer tolerated. No longer tolerated to disrespect black women like that. Now, this Fat Joe, he been dealing with the black culture for a very long time. He been making money off of the black culture for a very long time. He been hanging out with the black culture for a very long time. He been partying with the black culture for a very long time. He been running in the black neighborhoods and the culture of the black neighborhoods for a very long time. But he still finds it difficult to respect the black women that's inside of that culture that he runs with. Now, I want y'all to listen, because see, I had been kind of side-eyeing some things that he say about black women, you know, and this right here took the cake. This right here took the cake right here. But I want y'all to listen to a conversation that he had about 5 months ago with Cat Williams, okay, that made me kind of side-eye what he was doing and what he was trying to get at, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Now I'm going to let y'all listen to this clip, because it's a short clip, and it's not going to take long, but this clip right here, I did kind of side-eye. Here it is right here. Oh, well, hold on for 1 minute. Let me tell y'all this right here, too. And I'm going to get back to the Cat Williams thing. But when Fat Joe apologized and, you know, he did all that right there, Ja Rule did say something while he was on stage. So it's not like he said something and Ja Rule did not address what he said. Because remind you, the two ladies that Fat Joe called a crackhead is Lil Mo and Vita, that he called a crackhead and dusty bitches, or you got to go to the crack house to find them chicks right there. Those women he was talking about they was with Ja Rule, and they are on Ja Rule, a lot of Ja Rule songs, I guess, but they were a part of Ja Rule's little crew that he bought. So that's why now Ja Rule, he corrected, or he said something about this problem. Okay? So let's listen first to what Ja Rule had to say after Fat Joe called these girls what he did. Okay? Now, here it go. Okay, so y'all heard Ja Rule say, I gotta give him his props. Ja Rule said, I'm shocked at you. I'm shocked at you that you disrespected them ladies like that. Show the ladies a little bit more respect. I'm shocked at you. And he did address that. And that's what the black women are talking about. Right there. Right there. That he corrected that right then. He didn't wait till he got off the stage and all that. After Fat Joe said that about those ladies in the back, Ja Rule instantly said something about it to let him know it was wrong. Damn that it was an international stage, national stage, or whatever. Ja Rule did step up and defended those black ladies on what Fat Joe said disrespected them like that. Okay? So we got to give Ja Rule his props for that, okay? So now, like I said, I wanted y'all to listen to this conversation that I already had side-eyed Fat Joe anyway. When he had this conversation with Cat Williams. And this was something that I was trying to figure out. I said, oh, okay, so that's how he rolls. Here it goes.
Something I know I owe that the black women, you know what I mean? Black women are the essence of this creation, and that's why it endures. That's why it's special at all. It's because of that. So the black woman, so you not, I can see Cat Williams with a white girl. No, you couldn't, and you haven't ever. You should have. It's not because I can't, and it's not.
Okay. So I just let y'all listen to a little short thing, okay? Because this was about 5 months ago when Fat Joe had a conversation with Cat Williams. And then Cat Williams was talking about how he views the black woman. And that he is dedicated to the black women. And he was just talking, giving good compliments about black women. So then Fat Joe kind of cut him off in there, and he said, "Oh, so black women?" He said, "But I could see you with a white woman." Now he wants to bring up white women, and that's when Cat Williams said, "No, you can't. You can't see me with no white women. Never have, never will." So then Fat Joe said, he laughs. So then I was saying, what that laugh is about? Is it because Cat Williams prefer black women over white women? Because when he said, I know you won't. No, you never have, and you never, because he said, I could see Cat Williams with a white woman. He said, no, you can't. Never have, never will. Okay? And he felt like that was funny. So I'm saying, okay, was that funny? Like, that you I can't believe that you picking black women over the white women. Or was it that that he don't like white women? I don't know, but that laugh, you see, because the older we get, the more we can see through things, and we know I know basically what that laugh was about. And that laugh was that Cat Williams is just about the only one that he knows that dates black women. Everybody else probably are doing the mixed thing. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. But he laughed like it was. Okay? So that was about 5 months ago. And then here you go. Here, a couple of days ago, he says this about black women, which shows you what he really thinks. No matter how much people say sorry and all that, it just shows what they really think about black women. Because let me tell you something. You can have a best white friend, and that white friend could be your home girl or home boy all day long, but that don't mean when they go behind they closed doors, they prejudice and talk about black people. Okay? And vice versa. White people can hang around a black person, but just because those white people hang around that black person don't mean that when that black person go behind their closed doors, they're not saying something negative about the white people. So just because you hang with people out in the open don't mean that you a good person for that culture. Because a lot of things will slip up and come out that people start noticing your true colors and your true feelings and how you really feel about certain people. You know? So that's what I wanted to say about that. Now, I don't know at that verses what made Fat Joe feel or think that the verses was open season on disrespecting black women. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is 2021. And we have been telling everybody that the disrespect of black women will no longer be tolerated. We've been saying that, and I guess people be thinking we playing or whatever, but you see how quick he made that statement that he made a couple of days before, and the internet caught on fire. It caught on fire. It was women, black women, regular women. They were coming out the woodwork. They was coming from underground, above ground, around the side of the corner, all up under the parking lot. They was coming from everywhere. And they was getting down. What the hell you mean? Or what this? Or what that? What? And then when his friend Remy Ma tried to say something to protect him, oh, they got on her. They was getting on everybody because I told everybody that this is not 2021. We don't care what we used to do 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, whatever. It's right now. 2021, it is no longer tolerated. Disrespecting black women in public. And he caught the riffraff. And like I said, everybody been hollering, black women, where you all at? When it come to Lil Nas X, or when it come to anything like that, they want to know where we at, because we've been sitting back, and I told everybody a long time ago, black women sit back in silence, and we watch it. Just like I heard this man 5 months ago, Fat Joe, talking to Cat Williams about his preference of dating. And I didn't say anything then. But I was sitting back watching. And I was saying then, that's really not enough yet, even though I feel like he got a little some type of taintness about black women. But I'm going to sit back and wait a little longer. And here it is, 5 months later, this come out. My feeling was correct. My feeling was correct. And I don't care how much you say, I got love for you, sisters. That's just like an abusive man or an abusive woman that's always beating the shit out their spouse, but then after they get through, they say, I'm sorry, like it's supposed to make it better. No, it don't make it better. You have done damage. So saying sorry don't make it better. Especially when 9 times out of 10, we feel on the inside that you only doing the apology to save your bag. That's all. You're doing the apology to save your bag because, see, they came so hard and they came so quick and they started checking them so quick to now you want to instantly do an apology to save that bag. It's not because it came from the heart, because I feel like this. Once he said it, and Ja Rule checked him on it, on that stage. Ja Rule said, I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you disrespecting the women. He could have said, right then was the time to say, you know what, man, I was in the heat of the moment. You right. I shouldn't have disrespected no more. When Ja Rule said that, he looked off like, damn that shit. And he continued. It wasn't until the internet got set on fire and was talking about, oh no, this is what we ain't gonna do. Disrespect those 2 black women in there. Oh no, we're not finna do it. It's not till that internet got caught on fire that he went and he did that apology. He didn't do it on stage when Jack, because, hey, it's not like he said it and nobody addressed it. So then you would say, okay, well, maybe he did kind of forget or, or whatever. But Ja Rule addressed it. And he said something about it. So he could have said then, you know what, man, you right. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry. I was in the heat of the moment and just got kind of carried away. No, he didn't. Because he felt like it wasn't necessary. Damn them black bitches. I don't give a damn what he talking about. Damn them black bitches, But then when he got through, and he saw how the internet was set on fire about disrespecting black women and all these tweets and everybody started making all kind of videos about it, and they making clips and short clips and talking about it. He disrespected black women. All black women coming out the woodwork. All black women cutting up. All black women shouting. All black women stopping. Now he said, now he wants to give that apology. So that's what I want to say on that right there. You know what I'm saying? So now, people always talking. I've been hearing so much about people talking about they from the hood. If people was really in the hood, or they still participated inside the hood, or they was doing some type of deeds in the hood, they would have realized that the disrespect of black women is no longer tolerated. See, I'm so tired of these people that still, I'm from the hood. I'm from the hood. And see, that's how we used to do it in the hood. Or this how we do things in the hood. Or we used to do things in the hood. Okay, we understand that about what you used to be doing in the damn hood. But I'm telling you right now, what you used to do and how it is now is not the same. Because if you were still connected to the hood, you would know that they don't tolerate the disrespect of black women. It's not like it used to be 20, 30 years ago. It's a whole nother generation out there in these hoods. See, when we was back there 20, 30, 40 years ago, than we could say, because we was inside the hood. You know, but now this is a whole nother generation. These are our kids, our grown kids, our grandkids. This is a whole nother. Back then we didn't have no internet, we didn't have no Facebook, we didn't have no Twitter, we didn't have none of that. These kids nowadays in the hood have all that. And I'm going to tell you right now, they think different, they act different, and they ain't putting up with a whole lot of disrespect. I can tell you that right now. So where all that, you know, this how we grow. You know, we from the hood. Well, yeah, you from the hood. But if you ain't been back to the hood, evidently, he ain't been back in the hood to know that this right here is not tolerated. The disrespect of black women is no longer tolerated. It's all over the internet. It's all in the streets. I'm telling you what's going on out here in these streets. Because yes, I'm from the hood too. I'm from the hood of New York City. And I'm from the hood of the dirty South. But see, the thing about me is that I was in the hood, and yes, I have come out of the hood. And that's why I say all these people love to say, oh, I was from the hood, I was from the hood. Okay, well, where your house at now? Is your house still in the hood or far away from the hood? Do your kids and your family members in your household go to the same schools? Is that hood school you went to? I mean, I'm just asking. Because, see, we keep thinking about what the hood used to be. But that's not how the hood is now. And people kill me. Done been way out of the hood. You know, street code, the hood this, the hood that. But then ain't been back to the hood since they got a damn deal. Ain't went back to the hood yet. And if they did, it wasn't deep off in there. Because if it was deep off in there, they would already know that the disrespect of black women now in 2021 is not tolerated. You can say all day, oh, I still be connecting with the hood. Well, evidently, you ain't connecting to it deep. Your boots ain't on the ground deep in the hood. Because if it was, you would know that these folks is cutting up, black women are cutting up, all women are cutting up about the disrespect of black women on a public stage or on a public internet. It's not tolerated. That's all I can say about that. Now, we done had all these verses. All these verses. We done had Soulja Boy and Bow Wow. We done had Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown. All these part of the verses now. Now, check this out. All these black men have been doing verses now. You done had, like I said, Soulja Boy and Bow Wow did verses, and then you had Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown, they did their verses. Then you had Earth, Wind and Fire and the Isley Brothers, they did their little verses. Then you had Snoop Dogg and DMX, rest in peace. They did their verses. You know, you got all these people, all these black men that have done verses, and none of those black men doing the verses disrespected black women doing the verses to where it's an uproar like Fat Joe did. But then you got Fat Joe who took it upon himself to, I guess, change the trend, or he just felt like it was something that he wanted to do. But you have this man disrespect black women, and he ain't even part of the black culture. Not, you know what I'm saying? He is not a full-blown black man. And you got all these full-blown black men that have done all these verses. It's plenty more verses I didn't name. I can't name all of them with the black men in it. But one thing I can say is none of them black men started an uproar with disrespecting a black woman. But then you got somebody from an outside culture that come on the stage on a verses and disrespect black women. God, if you did not hear any of the black brothers do it, why are you gonna do it? See, that's why I said people, see, we older. We older. And you mean to tell me that didn't nobody pay attention to that? Like, you know what? I noticed on all these verses, I haven't really heard any black men really touch hard on no women or nothing. So I'm gonna leave that out, no matter the feelings that I have for black women. But see, like I say, when it's deep in you and you don't like them for real, it don't matter what comes out. You get to drinking a little liquor or something and the truth come out. They always say a drunk person tell the truth. And I'm not saying that this man was drunk at all. He probably was just drinking water all night. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when you get into that party atmosphere, verse atmosphere, where everybody feeling good, things tend to slip out that you really feel. That's what I'm saying. And I'm trying to figure out, if you see all these black men didn't do it in the verses, why is somebody from another culture going to come in and do it? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Y'all got us messed up around here. Oh, hell no. I don't give a damn how much you did for the community. I don't care how much you did. I don't care none of that. Because let me tell you right now, we don't care about what you used to do, what you done did, or how you help the community, or how you help the... We don't care about none of that if you gonna still disrespect the black women in the community. Because like I said, I'm the same way. And I have this book right here so I could talk. Because I do this. Yes, I grew up in the hood, been in the hood, hang around the hood and all that type of stuff right there. But then my profession brought me out of the hood. But one thing about me is I keep my boots on the ground in every hood across the United States. Just came from New York. Everybody can click back to one of my videos. You will see NJ Vacation / business in New York. So I be in the hoods. And I know what's going on out here. That's why I said some people always tell me, oh, well, I'm from the hood. I'm from this. I'm from this. But then that's been 20 years ago. You ain't went back to that hood. You don't know what's going on in that hood. You don't know how they thinking in that hood. There's a whole nother generation in that hood. But like I say, I step in that every day all across the United States, helping my people, rather incarcerated, coming out on the ground, out here, don't have no jobs. I help them get jobs. I do all that. And see, that's how I know the streets and the hood is not tolerating that disrespect of black women. So, you know, it don't matter that you from the hood and all that. Always talking about the hood. This is the hood. You know, this how we talk in the hood. Or this how we... Man, being 50 years old, it's time to grow up and let all that shit go. Start setting a good example. The hell, people 50 years old. You got 30 and 40 and 50-year-old still talking about, oh, the hood. The hood, when I was raised in the hood. Okay, it's time for you to raise your ass and grow up now. When you hitting 20, 30, and 40, and 50 years old, stop talking about a goddamn hood and start goddamn setting a good example for the hood. Crazy as damn hell with all that shit right there. But, you know, they always talk about the hood, but they house ain't in the hood. Always talk about the hood, but they cars ain't in the hood. Always talking about the hood, but I bet you the furnitures and stuff ain't in the hood. You know? Talk about all that hood stuff. Okay, I'm from the hood. I'm from the hood. I'm from the hood. Well, you ain't that much dedicated to the hood if your house still in the hood. Because evidently, a lot of these people that hollering from the hood and the street code and all that stuff ain't been back there to do a damn thing for the hood in 20, 30 years. Still holding on to what they used to do. That hood done been changed all across the United States. Them hoods ain't the same no more. You know what I'm saying? They ain't. You can't. Nowadays, this is a new generation. I'm telling you right now, these people in the hood are not the same people that used to be in the hood. You cannot bull crap these people out there in the hood now. They don't go for the lies. This generation don't go for the lies that folks telling. They will call you out in a minute. This generation, the people in the hood now will call you out in a minute. They will let your ass know. They will check your ass in a minute around here. Because let me tell you, back in the day when people, oh, I used to be from the hood. Yeah, back then we didn't have internet, so we didn't even know that half of the stars and half of the famous people were lying to us. Nowadays, they can tell that stars and everybody else is lying to us. You know how they could tell? Because they got the internet. They got all this type of TikTok, your YouTube, Twitters, Facebook. They could tell. And when you talking about how you running the streets and you doing that, all they got to do is click on their little social media and see he talk like he in the streets now. And he going in $1 million mansion. Oh, so he lying. He ain't really living that life right now. See, he got all this stuff in the video, but then you turn around and you see this $1 million house, or they on a yacht, or they drinking on, high price ass champagne, and they eating on caviar, and they doing all that. See, the internet, this generation and the hood can see when you're lying now. So that's how come you got to walk that walk and you got to talk that talk. And I'm telling you right now, disrespecting black women and lying on the internet about what you do and how your lifestyle is. And, you making all these videos in the hood. But then later on, they see you, these same people see you on the internet unlocking the door to a $14 million mansion. Okay, so which one is it? Which one is it? So they lying to us. See, it's a whole new day out here. A whole new day out here. So now let me go to this right here, because Remy Ma, she did say something in the defense of her friend, which is understandable, because that's what friends do, But I understand where she is coming from, trying to come to the defense of her friend. But then it's also a time where it doesn't matter about how much you want to defend somebody. Is that situation right? Because if you're a real friend, because I hang around a whole lot of dudes. I hang around a whole lot of dudes in New York, and I hang around a lot of dudes in the dirty South. I can understand that. Because everybody know who is a part of my platform, that's basically all of my best friends are males. But one thing about it, ain't none of us know yes men. You see what I'm saying? They not no yes men to me, and I'm not no yes woman to them. And which meaning is, if they are doing something wrong, or if they are doing something that we feel that's not right, or I feel that's not right, that might mess up what they got going on, I'm going to say something. I'm not going to act like when they do wrong, I'm going to come to their defense when I know it's wrong. I'm going to tell them, like, hey, look here. Because they don't have no yes men. See, when you got friends, y'all, and if all your friends are yes men, you better get rid of them. Because ain't none of them any good for you. Because they are too afraid to tell you the truth, or either they don't want to tell you the truth because they want to see you fail. It's either one of the two, and ain't neither one of them good. Neither one of them good. When you have a lot of yes men around you, nobody could tell that person nothing because they got a whole bunch of yes men around. See, it don't, regardless of if my male friends had got on a damn stage and said that them ladies would crack, you got them from the crack house and all that stuff right there. Okay, after it's all over with, I'm going to say something to them in private, because I want to let them know, hey man, that was real disrespectful. Now I don't know how much heat you might get behind all that right there, but that was very disrespectful. And you might want to apologize. Now, we don't know what the internet gonna bring, but hey, that was very disrespectful. I'm not gonna sit up there and then once the internet start, I'm not gonna get on the internet and protect them when I know the shit was wrong. No. Now, if somebody go putting their hands on them and want to fight them for something, oh yeah, now I got to come in. And they do the same for me. But the thing is, I If the internet started popping and saying, oh, they wrong, all I could do is tell my homeboy, I told you. I ain't know the internet was going to catch on fire like that, but I told you that it was wrong. But I'm not going to comment on it because I know it was wrong because I've already talked to that person in private about it. So, see, that's what I'm saying. If you got a lot of yes men around you, something is damn wrong. Something is damn wrong. And I'm finna tell you right now, yes, street code is. And I heard somebody say, when has it been? Because when Lil Mo said, street code, women off limits and children off limits. I heard some people saying on the internet, like, oh, well, when did women and children become off limit? Oh, it's been off limit. But like I told people before, black women are sit back and they move in silence. It's been off limits. It's been off limits for a very long time now. But see, because a lot of people are not in the hood for real, they didn't know that. But now they know it because now when they starting to say something about black women, it's an uproar starts. So that lets you know right there that it's not tolerated. And they speaking up hard. Speaking up very hard. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, keep your mouth and your disrespectful mouth off of black women. Point blank, period. Keep your disrespectful mouth off of children. All that. And keep your disrespectful mouth off of our good black men out here. Because us black women do come to the defense of our good black men. And we know who our good black men are. Believe me, we do know. And we will come out when we feel it's time to come out for them. And like we said, we no longer protect who don't protect us. That's just point blank, period. I don't give a damn who you are. But I do notice that every time, see how some of these men here who are like this love to disrespect black women. But I've noticed that they can disrespect a black woman, but when it comes to a white woman and they want to disrespect the white woman, guess what? They still give her an appropriate name called Karen. Karen. Oh, this Karen in the restaurant acting a fool. Oh, this Karen in the airport acting a fool. Oh, look at this Karen in the park messing with this black man. Oh, look at this Karen messing with this black family. Look at this Karen. See, even when they pissed off at a at a white woman, even when they pissed off at a white woman, and want to say something bad about a white woman, guess what? They still put a respectful name on her to discuss her. As they give her a respectful name as Karen. You know, even though they think that, oh, she acting an ass or she acting a fool or this or that, they're still going to respect that white woman enough to put Karen on it. But when it comes to a black woman, she's a crackhead. She's a dusty bitch. All that. See, she don't get a respectful name like Susan. Look at this Susan. See, he didn't say you got that Susan in the back. Nah. He said you got the dusty bitches in the back. Got them from the crack house. But see, when they want to talk about a white woman and they don't like what a white woman done, they will quickly come up with something that'll still make her feel appropriate by saying Karen. What kind of shit is this? Yeah. We're putting an uproar about respect our black women. Respect them. And yes, women and children are off limits. I don't care what color the woman is. They off limits. Women and children, off limits. And if men can't have a conversation without disrespecting black women, then something is wrong. If you can't talk about a black woman in a respectful way, something is wrong. That means something is wrong with your comprehension or your vocabulary or something. And you might want to sit down within yourself and see how you can discuss black women without degrading. And then, for the last point, black men been very quiet on this whole subject about Fat Joe. Oh yeah, they've been very quiet about Fat Joe. See, we women notice that too, you know. But hey, the women can handle their own, because you already seen how we set the internet on fire. Set it on fire by calling them women that name at that verse. Oh, we set it on fire. Women set it on fire. But look how eerily quiet some of the black men are. Those same black men that's always talking about Lil Nas X. Oh, I've been hearing all week about some man, play basketball, had a skirt on or something like that. Oh, they cutting up about him. Oh, the black men cutting up about Lil Nas X. Oh, Lil Nas X said this. Oh, did y'all hear what Lil Nas X said? Did y'all see what Lil Nas X did? Did y'all see this basketball player with a skirt on? Did y'all see this? Did y'all see that? Oh, they loud. It's a whole lot of them. Think about it. Think about it, people. Whole lot of them. Got a whole lot to say about that. But when Fat Joe did this, quiet. None of them men said nothing. See, that's why I say black women sit back and we look and we listen and we watching and we see exactly what's going on. They ain't say nothing. But them same men that was talking about Lil Nas X and acting a fool all on their little platforms about Lil Nas X, about this man, him play basketball in a doggone dress or whatever he had on. I don't know what the man had on. But what I do know is the men started talking and you couldn't stop their ass from talking. But soon as somebody said something disrespectful to about a black woman, it was all hush hush. Yeah, y'all just stroll on down and stroll down for Lil Nas X and see how many men had something to say about Lil Nas X, and look up under their same video and see that they say anything about this situation right here about Fat Joe calling these women dusty bitches and they came from a crack house. Oh yeah, we watching. And see, that's how we know who to protect and who not to protect. So, like I said, these same men, black women, where y'all at? Black women, where y'all at? Y'all ain't gonna say nothing about this? Y'all ain't gonna say nothing about this? Oh, I can't believe black women ain't saying nothing. You see how I told y'all before how black men love to call on black women for a situation, a social justice issue, and all that. They love to call on us for that. But when it got a situation dealing with us, like these two women here that was called Dusty Hoes and they was from a crackhead or crack house or whatever, they ain't said nothing. And I said it before in another video. They'll call on us, want us to come to their defense. But then, when they don't need us no more, throw you clean out the window. But see, all that's done been stopped. And a whole lot of people, I guess, done missed the memo. Because everybody couldn't understand how come everybody have been stomping down on this internet with Fat Joe. And I done said it before. Disrespect of black women is no longer tolerated. No longer tolerated. But y'all make sure, people, stroll and look down. See, that's how people say, well, I've had somebody ask me, well, how do y'all know which black men to speak up for and which black men not to speak up for? I said, all we got to do is see who speak up for us. Point blank, period. The ones who speak up for us is who we protect. The ones who don't speak up for us is the one we don't protect. That's all I got to say about that. Gain knowledge to prevent blockage. And we all know what that means. The more you know, the harder it is for anybody to block y'all from y'all goals and success. Bye-bye.